In the early 1945, Japan ousted the French administration from Vietnam and executed a whole lot of French officials. When Japan finally handed over to its allies in September 1945, Ho Chi Minh felt the need to proclaim the independence of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tetredu, and again, I deem it a great privilege to be before your wonderful people. Now, this is our first reaction video for the year 2022, and I say a Happy New Year to you all. I love you more than you do love me. Today's video is about the attainment of independence for the people of Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, just like how we always do it, please sit back, relax, and join me right from the beginning to the very end so we analyze this video critically. Let's do this.
Với đồng bào cả nước, tất cả mọi người đều sinh ra có quyền bình đẳng, tạo hóa cho họ những quyền không ai có thể xâm phạm được. Trong những quyền ấy có quyền được sống, quyền tự do và quyền mưu cầu hạnh phúc.
You know, when I watch this particular footage, I really understand the fact that, in the early 40s, 50s, and 60s, a whole lot of countries had to fight for the attainment of independence, including my motherland, Ghana. And I remember on that fateful day, the first Prime Minister of the Republic of Ghana, who is in the person of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, he said something that self-governance now. And looking at this particular footage, whereby I end up seeing a whole lot of people running up and down, ready to fight for what belongs to them, I created the notion that it is under that same principle or premises. That is why they are doing something of the sort. Self-governance now. I see the young and old people of Vietnam running up and down, moving helter-skelter, trying to fight for what belongs to them. And it is just amazing. It is just amazing. The young, old, everyone is interested in fighting for what belongs to them. And again, when I do see these, ammunitions, people, guns being displayed here and there, I say to myself that, war has never been a good thing. And anytime, I always pray that something of the sort will never be repetitive in nature. Let's continue.
I
You see, whether on land, sea, or air, the lovely people of Vietnam were ready to fight till their last breath for the attainment of independence. And this is something I really admire so much. I love their enthusiasm in fighting for what belongs to them. Yes, war is never a good thing and it has never been a good thing. But in this particular premise or premises, they were fighting for what belongs to them. War comes with a whole lot of disadvantages or demerits. Loss of lives, loss of properties. And with this particular display, whereby, bombs were being thrown here and there, it is very obvious that a whole lot of, lives and properties were lost. And in that sense, the government or the central government will have to incur so much cost in replacing the properties that has been lost. And that will affect the nation in the long run. Aside this, it also has this disadvantage on the people in that particular country. One of these, demerits appears to be, displacement of citizens or, breakdown of family ties. Yes, I believe after this particular war, a whole lot of, family ties were broken. People couldn't locate their loved ones. Mothers couldn't locate their children. And, normally at the end of any war, people are normally, taken as captives, which will also, break family ties and among many others. So war has never been a good thing. But here, the lovely people of Vietnam were fighting for what belongs to them. And for this particular reason, I do understand their reason for such display. I do understand them. This is serious. I almost forgot to tell you one thing. Before reacting to this particular video, I read a little article about this whole thing. And I realized the man who led the fight in the attainment of independence for the lovely people of Vietnam is in the person of Ho Chi Minh. I stand to be corrected if I didn't get the name right. Yes, and I realized, in the article, I realized he had to, leave Vietnam for so many years. He had to do a whole lot of things. He was even a chef in the process. And after, moving up and down, he had to return for Vietnam due to his love for his country. And guess what? This amazing person formed the first group of people to start this particular fight. So I have this notion that without him, Vietnam wouldn't or, couldn't have attained independence in that particular year in question. I don't really know this man much, but based on the little I read, I see him as a charismatic leader. I've come to love him so much. And again, I don't really know much about the calendar of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, but I strongly believe that a particular day has been set aside to honor this amazing man. Trust me, he has done so much for the country. He has done so much for them. And I really love and admire him so much. I really do. Okay, I have seen people with their flags at high mast. But before I come there, I saw, the battalions of military men. And I humbly want to salute the battalions of military men who fought for the attainment of independence for the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. They did so well. They did so well. Whether rain or shine, day or night, they did promise to carry the nation to their responsibilities. And that is exactly what they did. I really love and I really admire them so much. They did so well. They did so well in the fight for independence. Respect and salute to the gallant battalions of military men. They did so well. Before we proceed, we could see a whole lot of smiles on their faces, yes. And one thing is, when the nation's flag, do fly at half mast or at high mast, there is a reason to it. And if you could see that smile with their flags, flying at high mast, it is a clear indication that Ho Chi Minh had proclaimed Vietnam as an independent country back then. So this called for celebration. That is why you could see a whole lot of people walking and running through the principal streets of Vietnam happily. Attainment of independence, gaining independence from a colonial master or any other person is just exciting and full of excitement. Yes, I've read a lot about a whole lot of nations that did gain independence in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And trust me, on that fateful day, it was full of fireworks. They had so much fun, and they were happy to at least become a republic on their own. It's just amazing. I'm just thinking of one thing. How they were able to get all these footages together. I keep saying that we need to, respect photographers, videographers, as well as media personnel. Trust me, without them, we couldn't have gotten this footage down for the future generation to also catch a glimpse of it, just as I said previously. I can't imagine people at a war zone trying to capture every moment of it for people in their various homes and the future generation to catch a glimpse of it. All thanks to the media personnel, all thanks to the photographers and videographers back then. Without them, we wouldn't have gotten this amazing footage. Respect to the people out there who did risk their lives in trying to get this amazing footage down. Respect. Okay. Now the last thing I humbly want to talk of is the soundtrack, sound score, or the theme song. I just love the song, the background song so much. And I just realized the title is Two Steps from Hell, which was originally composed by Thomas, something here, Thomas. I'm thinking of the title, Two Steps from Hell. It's really, match the concept or the content so much. Because trust me, Vietnam had to go through hell in order for Ho Chi Minh to proclaim their independence. Yes, they went through hell. So no wonder the title of the theme song is Two Steps from Hell. And big thanks to Thomas for composing this, beautiful song. And again, I humbly want to take this opportunity to appreciate each and every single individual behind this particular video. They did so well. Being the editor, any other person behind this amazing concept, they did so well, and I really want to appreciate you. The lovely people of Vietnam, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. Trust me, I love you more than you do love me. Alright, I wouldn't talk much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tetridu, and I really appreciate you joining me on this particular reaction video. If you love my reaction video on the attainment of independence of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, and among many other content that I do create, do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video and keep your comments coming. Peace.